For the past couple of years, the word multiverse has been appearing more and more frequently in our media. That is no accident. Here at Terra Nova Industries, we've worked with some of the greatest minds the world has ever seen to uncover something that was once considered impossible. Yes, the multiverse exists. But what is the multiverse, you may ask? Well, imagine a simple straight line that continues moving along. This represents your life. You wake up one morning and decide whether to have waffles or pancakes for breakfast. You eventually go for waffles. By making that decision, our main line continues moving along, but a completely new one can be seen branching off. Because you made that choice on what to eat, you unknowingly created a whole new reality where you decided to have pancakes instead of waffles. This version of you that had the pancakes will go on to make other choices in life. The more choices they make, the more possibilities are created for you in your existence. Join us today as we premiere our brand new show, Project Earth, where we meet Greg Sellars, an ordinary, average, boring man, and explore how different his life could have been had things panned out differently. From directors to aliens to ghosts, it's going to be quite the ride.
And cut.
Okay. What are you gonna do to him?
Harold Exton, the CEO of Terra Nova Industries, sits down with me today to discuss the web series he's been putting together called Project Earth, which is expected to premiere its first episode in February of this year. So what can you tell us about this new project?
Well, we're using this series to demonstrate our groundbreaking discovery of the multiverse. For the past few months, we set out a search to find the most boring man you could ever think of, and lo and behold, he was right here in our very own Roselake County, Greg Sellars.
Sounds exciting. How are you going to demonstrate this with Greg?
We're going to use our technology to scour different realities of Greg Sellars and find some more exciting versions of him. The TV-looking device you'll see in Project Earth is called the Intellectual Creativity Engine, ICE for short, which allows us to view these other realities.
How does this technology work? Can we use it to physically travel there?
No, well, not yet. Currently, we can generate small objects from other realities, like newspapers, paintbrushes, jars of dirt, etc. But anything living is yet to make it to the other side, or vice versa, alive. Same with food and plants. They come through completely rotted to the core, but we're getting there. In fact, I can reveal we're in the midst of numerous experiments that could lead us to successfully sending a human being to one of these worlds in the next year or so.
Project Earth premieres next month on our official YouTube channel.
Hi, I'm Greg. Oh, okay. Just push this? Okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous.
Meet Greg Sellars, an ordinary, average, boring man.
I wouldn't say I'm boring. I work at the Midway Save & More in Roselake County. Okay, it's a little boring, but at least I enjoy it. Mostly. I have a lovely wife, Christine, and 2 kids, and you know what? That's pretty unboring if you ask me.
Greg is going to be our first test subject to enter the multiverse. But before we dive in, let's hear what kind of reality Greg wants us to find for him.
Yeah, I always wanted to find a reality where I was a successful filmmaker. I've really been into making movies my whole life, and I just wanted to be like a Spielberg or a Good Will Hunting.
You mean Gus Van Sant?
Yeah, him. He's good. Like him, but Greg here. My dad was actually a huge movie buff. He was one of the first individuals to open up a video renting store in the late 70s. I was tasked with watching the tapes, making sure there was no problem, glitches and stuff. And as I watched these films, I began to garner an appreciation for how these pieces of imagery were put together. Ever since then, I wanted to be a filmmaker. In the early 80s and 90s, I wrote script upon script, trying to get my name out there, hoping some successful movie business producer man would come help get them funded. You know, if it worked for Tarantino, why not Gregorino? Can we cut that out?
No.
Okay. Unfortunately, life got in the way. My father got sick in the early 90s, and most of my time and resources went to helping him in the business. I was already married to Christine at the time, and friends were getting married. Kids came not long after. It just became too much to balance. Life goes on, I guess, you know? But it's unfortunate the films never got made. I had to support my family, and Christine and the kids, they mean everything to me. They're my world. But I always wondered what if, you know? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm excited to see what you guys do with the information. And a little scared too. I don't know if I want to press play. Okay.
After hours of exploring multiple pathways through Greg's decision-making, we found one reality where he did indeed become the filmmaker he always wanted to be.
Sellars, the greatest director of Sellars, is on another level.
Roselake County, California. I love his movie.
After examining more than 700,000 realities, we discovered a universe, to which we will call Earth 2.0, where Greg did in fact hit the big time. From what we can gather, there was one day in Greg's life where a single decision changed his entire trajectory forever. March 3rd, 1988. Greg was working part-time at the local cinema, and booked time off work to be the best man at his best friend's wedding. On that very night where his shift took place, the well-known producer from HBO, Simon Knight, came into town with his wife for the premiere of his latest film. Unfortunately, after a bizarre popcorn incident, Simon's life was saved by the individual who covered Greg's shift. They became rather close friends after this encounter, leading to an unexpected lifelong friendship. With our new technology, we found a reality where Greg actually turned down his close friend's offer to be the best man, and instead took his usual shift on that very night, where he would become the man to save Simon Knight from the dreaded popcorn incident.
Oh my gosh. I did that? Dang, I'm kind of an ass in this universe.
Greg and Simon became incredibly close friends afterwards. Any activity you could think of, Greg and Simon were on their way to do it. Whenever Simon needed a shoulder to cry on, Greg was there. It wasn't too long before Simon discovered the scripts Greg was putting together. And then his first feature film was funded and released in 1991, making him an overnight success.
A city crippled with fear.
Paper says another 4 victims from these psychos just this morning.
Anything else I can get for you?
No thanks.
I sure wish someone would stop all the murderings around here.
2 detectives have had enough, so they're taking the law into their own hands. Alone, they are simple cops.
Tonight, we aren't just cops, we're justice-ers.
But together, they are murder stoppers.
All units come in, climb in quarters at a warehouse in Long Beach.
This is it. Stay frosty.
He's been killed by a murder.
Son of a bitch!
Just when you thought you were about to get murdered, they stopped it.
Stop murdering!
You found a trailer for it? So you can just pull stuff from there to over here? You think we could watch the whole movie?
Probably.
That's so cool.
Immediately, multiple producers were ready to fund Greg's next feature, which came out 4 years later in 1995 and was another smash hit.
It's the Arsenio Hall Show, starring Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, I mean, this has always been a dream of mine. And I want you to know that you can make it too. And the people who don't, they're just, lazy. No, it's simple, okay? I used to work a 9 to 5 just like everyone else. The people who use that excuse just didn't try hard enough. Huh. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's so surreal to see somebody who's the spitting image of me in an interview doing what I always wanted. I mean, it's me, but it's not me. It's like, what? He's a bit of an ass, though.
Why do you say that?
Well, that 9 to 5 job, that was part-time. And he kind of leaves out the fact that he had to sacrifice an entire friendship just to get lucky.
But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows for Greg's career. Because Greg chose not to be the best man at his friend's wedding, they were no longer on speaking terms, slowly drifting apart before eventually going to the press, slandering Greg's name, claiming he was dishonest, only befriending people to get what he wanted.
Well, that makes sense. Tom and I had known each other for 10 years at that point. We were super close. So for me to do all that just for a shift at the cinema? I don't know how I feel about that. I understand why Tom was mad.
As for Greg and Christine, they do still get married, but they only have one child and called it Grass. Christine filed for a divorce a few years later due to Greg not being home, and whenever he was under the influence and had a very short temper, along with confirmed reports of him cheating on her.
Okay then.
His drug use only worsened while getting married a couple more times after Christine. His third movie, Bottoms Up, is released but completely tanks, becoming one of the biggest box office bombs of all time. Greg was sent to rehab in 2005.
That went south so fast! I was on a good run.
Greg moves back to his hometown and finds a job at his old school in performing arts. This is where Greg lives to this day. He still speaks to his wife and kid, and while there are still wounds, he's trying to heal them.
So, yeah. The movie industry is interesting. It's really easy to lose yourself. I always felt like if I did make it, I'd probably screw it up somewhere, so I guess I was right. I think most people would too if they surround themselves with the wrong people. I mean, my life's not the best. There's plenty I wish was better, but having the ability to find myself and be surrounded by good friends, I'll take that any day over whatever the hell it was I just watched. Hey, thanks for liking and subscribing to the channel. If you'd like to see me in more realities, drop into the comments below and leave us some ideas.
Yeah, that was a good one. Okay, yeah.
He called out. Thought it was gonna die. Said he would help.
Was he hostile at any point?
Never. Felt safe. Safe. Promised to take me away. See family again.
Did he do that? Greg, did he do that?
Hello, friends. It's Simon Knight, and thank you for subscribing to Oh No, HBO's fastest growing streaming service, delivering some of the greatest films and shows to your screen. With the latest takeover within our company, we're able to produce films faster and better than ever before. Welcome to the family.
Is that working?
Yeah, think so.
Hi, I'm Greg Sellars. I have a normal life, and we're going to use the multiverse to see what I could have become. That sounds so depressing.
Yeah.
Oh, today I brought my friend Tom.
Hi.
Tom and I have been best friends since high school. I was even the best man at his wedding.
I can confirm. I was there.
If you could see any version of yourself in the multiverse, what would you want to see?
A prominent news anchor.
What?
I'm not kidding, dude. That's what I always wanted
I know, but you could see anything, endless possibilities, and you just want to see how you would present the news?
Yeah, they have awesome hair. Mine sucks, never does anything that I want it to do. Theirs, always perfect.
So you want a news universe just to see what hairstyle you would have?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing, Tom. Nothing.
Meet Greg Sellars, an ordinary, average, boring man. But what if we were to change that and show him what his life could have been like had certain events gone differently?
I like this guy.
You like him? Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a little forward.
Ooh, I'm Greg. Greg sucks.
Yeah.
Boring, ordinary.
I'm so glad I brought you here.
In the last episode, we discovered what could have happened if Greg had pursued his dream of becoming a filmmaker. He got this inspiration from his father.
My dad was actually a huge movie buff. He was one of the first individuals to open up a video renting store in the late 70s.
But what if his father never existed?
Ooh, ominous. You are going to become a news anchor. I can feel it.
Yeah, right.
Or more specifically, what if Greg never met his dad? What if his father passed away at a young age? In this universe, that we shall refer to as Earth 3.0, Greg's father was killed in a car accident a month before he was born, meaning his dream of becoming a filmmaker never happened. In fact, he now had a new person to look up to, his mother. Lydia Sellars was much more into law and politics. Greg followed suit pretty quickly. He became more outspoken on topics at school, always wanting to be the leader in group projects, before being elected as his class president.
Oh no, not political.
What's wrong with that? You're becoming me. That's incredible. Congratulations.
He's very political.
Usually wanders about somewhere when I'm having one of my awesome political discussions with him.
It makes my head hurt. I have to get away, so, But I don't mean to offend you. I just, you do you. If you like politics, go for it. I just can't.
In order to make his father proud, he works extra hard and becomes a kid wonder, joining university at just 14. During the 80s, he began fighting for the rights of people in his town, eventually being elected as mayor of Roselake, turning the city from a forgotten wasteland into a well-known tourist destination. He grew a dedicated audience over the next decade, followers who believed Greg could be the man to change the world for the better. A true icon to behold.
Damn, I'm becoming a leader. Wait, no. Don't tell me I become.
What do you think you're gonna be?
I'm not gonna say it, but I'm really excited.
Is he gonna become a news anchor?
I hope not.
Due to Greg being loved by so many in the world, in 1991 they dropped the age limit for presidency, and Greg Sellars became the 42nd president of the United States of America.
Oop, there he goes. He's going for a little walk, I see.
Is this happening? Is this for real?
This is legit.
This is legit! I am the president!
Congratulations, man.
Yes!
I believe Tom's the vice president, too.
What?
What?
Yeah, that's why we brought you here.
Who let idiots like us be in charge?
I don't know, but I'll take it, man! USA! 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 USA!
USA!
Can we cut that out?
In a landslide victory against George H.W. Bush, Greg Sellars enters the White House with Vice President Thomas Wilson. His first action within the White House? Legalizing marijuana.
Nice.
Rather than spending the money on war and the military, he instead invests in space programs and energy-efficient public transportation around the United States, eliminating the need for fossil fuels. He saves publicly funded art programs and makes college free and healthcare free, essentially turning America into a utopia. He becomes the first cool president. Greg was captured on a talk show playing an insane guitar solo and performing his own version of Hail to the Chief. He often does his speeches without his shirt on. His explanation? I'm the first politician with nothing to hide.
This is amazing! Can we go there?
Greg and Thomas also make the biggest discovery of all. Aliens exist. It was officially announced to the public when Vice President Wilson came on national television admitting to falling in love with one of them.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. Recently, there's been a lot of nasty rumors about me in the press, and I would like to put those rumors to bed once and for all. So let me be perfectly clear. I did indeed have sexual relations with an extraterrestrial from the Zeta Reticuli star system. We are deeply in love. Personally, I cannot wait to get back to that intergalactic bedroom rodeo.
The wedding aired on TV with President Sellars as the best man. It became the biggest broadcast of all time. They were the first to have a space baby and called it Zorak. President Sellars and Vice President Wilson brought peace not only among Earth, but the entire galaxy.
Oh, wow. I thought the biggest thing I would do was maybe become a lawyer. Not the frickin' President of the United States of America. And aliens are real?
Aliens are real. I married one!
You married one! Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, that's a lot to process. But that's me. I am staring at myself as the President of the United States of America. And my best friend, Tom Wilson, married an alien.
I knew it.
Wow. Hey, thanks for liking and subscribing to the channel. If you'd like to see me in more realities, drop into the comments below and leave us some ideas.
Subject 12, please sit down.
Not until you pick a card.
Fine.
Aha! Good choice. I mean, could be anything. Now, watch this.
12, I will not ask you again. We need cooperation if we are to finish the interview.
Was this your card? Oh, ha ha.
Look, you just gotta accept you're not a good magician. It's okay. We can't be the best at everything.
But if I wasn't a good magician, then where's the desk?
What did you do?
Check behind your ear.
Behind my...
Oh, God!
So, we had an incident this morning. One of the members of the team slipped into a hole that was covered by some brush and fell like 6 meters down. They appear to be fine, just mild injuries. But as we yelled down to them, they replied, "It's here." After we had set up some rappel lines, we found our way down to the shaft, revealing what appeared to be some sort of temple structure below. It was astonishing. Going a little further in, the sky opened up through an opening in the ceiling, revealing the enormity of this structure. Carbon dating says that this thing is almost 2 million years old, but that's impossible. Humans didn't even exist yet, let alone ones that could build structures rivaling that of ancient Rome. This simply can't be, or I guess our instruments are wrong. One of the Terra Nova researchers claims they've seen a man depicted in the carvings in the stonework around the main temple, and they pose a striking resemblance to an individual that they've apparently been monitoring for some time. Greg Sellars, something like that. He's some grocery store manager in Roselake. This person showed me a photo he had in his files of this Greg, and I will admit the resemblance is supernatural, like they could be brothers.
Well, here we be. This is my wife, Chrissy.
Hi.
So, did you watch the videos?
No.
No, you said you had.
Well, I felt a little bad, so I just said that I did, but I didn't.
Okay, well, what do you know about the multiverse?
Multiverse. That's that infinite possibilities thing, where you could be anything. Wait. Could there be a world where we are cartoons? Right? Could that be a thing?
Yeah, but we haven't found one like that yet.
That right there. I'd watch it if it had that.
Well, last time I was the president.
Ooh.
Okay, well, a lot of people think I'm pretty famous.
Meet Greg Sellars, an ordinary, average, boring man.
Christine was a firm believer in ghosts, but Greg would never join on her endeavors.
Believe me, it was not for lack of trying.
Oh, I don't like it. You're stuck in a house talking to yourself all night.
What's wrong with talking to yourself? Why are you looking at me like that? Do none of you talk to yourself? Am I alone in this? Can we cut that out?
In this reality, Greg joined one of Christine's ghost adventures and found undeniable evidence that ghosts exist.
No, don't tell her.
All this time. If only you'd come on one of my little adventures, then we would have found undeniable proof that ghosts were real.
Well, we discovered aliens exist in the last one, so I could have made a lot of better choices.
What? Aliens?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you tell me?
It's government secret.
Due to his experience with scripting and filmmaking, he rented a camera and put together a low-budget TV show to prove the existence of ghosts. It then aired on a local station in 1989.
Do we really know what goes bump in the night?
For years, this question has been asked.
And today, we're going to find out.
With undeniable proof that there is an afterlife.
Join us on our show,
Ghost Explorers!
The show was an overnight success, despite many critics appearing in the newspapers. So Greg began hosting events for everyone to see for themselves. It was at this point Christine and him became known as the first individuals to undeniably prove there was an afterlife.
Undeniable. You hear that, Greg? Undeniable!
I heard. No, I was there.
I'm glad you were.
The first season of their ghost hunting show premiered in 1991, met with record-breaking viewing figures across the world.
Ghosts, if you're out there, give us a sign. Back off. Did you hear that? I think it said hello.
Terra Nova Industries strongly denounces any claims or theories linking us to the bizarre incident that occurred in Norwich, United Kingdom, on April 1st. We want to clarify that Terra Nova Industries does not have any locations or employees working in the United Kingdom, and thus we have no involvement whatsoever in the raining cow incident. We understand the shock and confusion that this event has caused, but we urge the public and media to refrain from spreading baseless accusations and misinformation. As a responsible and reputable company, Terra Nova Industries remain committed to upholding the highest ethical and environmental standards in all our operations. Terra Nova Industries has no further statement on
Unfortunately, it wasn't long before people figured out how Greg was summoning these spirits. And by the mid-90s, there were well over 100 different TV shows saturating the market with ghosts. Dramas, talk shows, anything you could think of, it had a ghost in it now. Greg's ghost hunting show is eventually cancelled as the idea of ghosts is just no longer surprising.
Typical.
How do you even get sick of ghosts?
Right?
It wasn't until the early 2000s where a scientific paper was written suggesting these creatures may not have actually been ghosts, but in fact, humans from other realities, seeping into theirs, warning everyone that the multiverse may be collapsing in on itself.
Oh, I think that I heard about this. It's actually a popular theory that instead of it being dead people who are passing into our world, it's different realities passing through ours.
Whoa, I've never heard of that. That's good.
Yeah. The multiverse, though. I didn't hear about that falling apart.
Hey, thanks for liking and subscribing to the channel. If you'd like to see me in more reality, some ideas.
He's getting closer, Greg.
Time is 9:17 p.m., Tuesday. Interview with Christine Sellars. This is Detective Jack Burton, Roselake PD.
Hi. This is my first interview. Like this. Sorry. A little nervous.
Don't be. I've been doing this a long, long time. So, your husband, Greg, knew it was a G name, hasn't been heard from at all for almost a week now. You think he may have been kidnapped. Is that correct?
Yes. Greg usually comes straight home. He goes to work, then home, but things they've been different. See, he's been working for Terra Nova. He was cast for this reality TV thing they were doing. He had to react to different versions of himself from other universes.
Like computer CGI stuff?
No, it was real, kind of. It was pretty crazy. I saw one with me in it. I don't know if it was like virtual reality or what, but it showed us. But it wasn't us.
It showed us?
Like on a TV screen, it showed ourselves in a different world. But it was like it actually happened. It was like seeing a movie, except you're the star.
Odd. How many times would he go and do that?
Once a week. But last week he just stopped coming home. It was the day he was supposed to be at their studio.
So you think it's Terra Nova?
I contacted them and they confirmed he's there. They apparently need him for more time than expected, but they won't let me see him or speak to him. I've tried all week. I reached out to Tom and he had no luck either. And that's probably because he's banned from the studio or something. You're going to find him, right?
I'm gonna do my best, Mrs. Sellars.
Welcome to an exclusive live stream provided by Terra Nova Industries. While working on the next installment for Project Earth, we uncovered an archive broadcast from Earth 5.0. Since we still have a while before the release of Episode 4, Terra Nova would like to give an early glimpse of what's to come. The following broadcast is named The Patriot Hour with John O'Malley from Eagle Radio. Warning, this contains opinions from a man who hasn't seen the outside in a very long time. You have been warned.
You're listening to John O'Malley's The Patriot Hour. Eagle Radio.
Welcome back to The Patriot Hour with John O'Malley. Now, many of you out there in radio and television land will know that we have a little bit of a long-running feud with a certain mythological creature who's named Sasquatch.
Do you feel guilty about eating meat? Well, feel guilt no more with Frost Farms guilt-free beef. What makes it guilt-free? Well, we only kill cows that have committed crimes.
Eagle Radio News. The ice cream protests on the freeway have taken a sour turn. Aaron Scoop has taken the mayor's chicken hostage and is currently making a getaway attempt while police chase after him. Livestock continues to disappear throughout the rural areas of California. Roselake County Police have arrested 20 individuals involved in a late-night melee at Oakwood Park. These individuals, dressed in what appears to be Roman outfits, attacked innocent citizens and vandalized property with swords.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time we go ahead and address a certain event that has happened in the Patriot Hour studios today. I'm not sure which one of you pranksters decided it was okay to send me an unmarked package, but bravo to you, because I'm not stupid. I knew it wasn't a bomb because I didn't hear any ticking, I didn't hear any dynamite hissing, and all that was left in there was just a piece of paper, a letter. But let's go ahead and shame this person, this T. I'm sure it's not Mr. T. I've written him before. He doesn't write back. Anyway, dear Mr. O'Malley, you ask for the truth of Captain Greg Sellars. Well, I have information that may be of use to your listeners. In the land of roses, where bridges reach the sky, a human haven can be found hidden nearby. Follow clues, let the riddles unfurl to a place where excitement twirls. Oh, God, we got twirling now. Seek the digits 115 on the avenue where dreams come alive. The characters dance while joy takes hold. A secret realm awaits untold. Set your course on that special day when the sun rises at its brightest ray. The 35th Saturday, a beacon so clear, guiding you to a name held dear. Oh, well, obviously I know this is bullshit already. There are only 33 days in May. Inside this realm, legends arise, a game of queens where warriors devise, strategize and conquer, defend the hive, unleash your might, let victory thrive. Sounds like a bunch of nerds.
The ice cream vendor passed Eagle Radio headquarters earlier today, and I thought I would take a stroll down to get an exclusive interview on why he's doing this. Do you have anything to say? Feckle. You heard it here first. He said he's having a lovely day. In other news, reports are coming in. The cows are falling from the sky. Save your children. Hide them away. The egg is ideal. More updates throughout the day. This has been Eagle Radio, rustling the feathers no one asked for.
Hi. Are you excited?
Oh, yeah. Here, she's gonna capture some things.
Hi. I think that might see a familiar face over there now.
I see it from oh, is that who I think it is?
You here to find out the truth about Terra Nova?
Yeah.
What's that?
You here to find out the truth about Terra Nova Industries? I've got some things for you then.
Okay.
Some important information.
Yeah.
When I buttered myself up and snuck into the Terra Nova research facility, I came out with this.
What is it?
What is this?
There's a lot of crazy stuff in here about a Captain Greg Sellars, Terra Nova Industries. I'm gonna need somebody to dig through this and find out all the answers.
We're good security guards. Yeah, just kind of pull right in there. Turn on your flashes. Pull in. There you go. Flashes. Hard.
Look, these look like Terra Nova. This is the sport one. Whoa,
come on with us.
there,
Come on.
whoa there, partner. You can't do this. What's going on? What's going on here?
He's contaminated.
Hey, don't get too crabby on me. I'm a delicate flower. Hey, what the heck? Where are you taking me?
Ugh, my head is killing me today.
You taking anything?
Taking everything. I'm just doped up right now. Hi, I'm Greg Sellars. My life is dull, and we're going to use the multiverse to spice it up. Do you think there's a universe where I'm a serial killer? No, actually don't. Don't show me that.
Meet Greg Sellars, an impeccable, incredible, fabulous man.
That's new. You guys finally realized I was hurting my feelings? Hello? Okay.
In the last episode, we found a universe where Greg discovered the existence of ghosts.
I'm sorry, should I keep going? You guys aren't giving me much direction.
Watch the video.
Okay.
After exploring the multiverse further, we discovered a reality where Greg's mother and father both passed away shortly after he was born, leading him to be raised by his uncle, George Sellars. They neglected the orphan growing up, sending him to boarding school and treating him more like a soldier after he grew up.
So what, am I like a soldier or... Fuck! I'm sorry, guys. Just need a minute. How long have we been here? Okay. Sorry. Okay, I can do this. Just power through.
One of Greg's biggest escapisms was reading. Whether it be comics, mangas, or books, as long as it featured space, he was hooked. It's a place he always wanted to go, somewhere far away. He joined NASA's space program and eventually became a captain of his own crew, and headed to the stars in the early 90s.
Houston, this is Mission Leader Sellars. All systems are a go and we are looking good. Copy that. Have you ever seen anything as beautiful as deep space at night?
All was going well until 6:30 p.m. on January 13th, 1995. Greg claims to have seen something.
Houston, this is Captain Sellars. Seen something strange outside the command module. Sending you footage now. Instruments are starting to act a little funny. We're getting strange readings over here. Houston, please. Houston, please.
After 24 hours of no response and no signs of the ship, Captain Greg Sellars and his crew were classed as missing. No one knows exactly what happened, but many have made their own theories.
You're listening to John O'Malley's The Patriot Hour. Eagle Radio.
My fellow conspirators, we are being fooled by the shadow government. That is right. There is no Captain Greg Sellars. Now, what I mean by that is that Greg Sellars, of course, does exist in that pod, that capsule, that aluminum tin can. But he has no records, no information at all of him going to any schools, prestigious or otherwise, to train for his field. They don't even have any records of him going to public school. We don't even know if he knew how to finger paint in kindergarten.
Stop. Okay, can we stop recording? Please, I just want to do this another time.
We have to finish the episode.
It's not coming out for weeks, okay? My head is killing me and I just want to get some air.
Greg, sit back down.
Excuse me?
Sit down.
Dude, we can sort this out another time, all right? Get off me! Hey, what the? Hey, thanks for liking and subscribing to the channel. If you'd like to see me in more realities, drop into the comments below and leave us some ideas.
What's your emergency? I'm being followed. Followed? I'm being followed. These three men have been sitting outside my office all morning. I'm walking home, parked their car around the corner. They're gonna do something. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
It's gonna be okay. I need you to take a deep breath for me. Can you tell me your name and how far away you are from home?
Christine Sellars. I'm about 3 minutes. I think 3, maybe 2. They just pulled up. I don't know what to do.
Okay. Keep walking as you are and stay on the line with me. Can you tell me your address? We'll send a patrol car right away.
And
Christine, you're doing great. Just hang on a little while longer. Do you have any reason as to why these people would be following you?
They're from Terra Nova. They have my husband. I spoke to someone before. I tried everything. I won't let him go. Weird things happening around my house. His friends have gone missing, and I think
Terra Nova? Did you say Terra Nova?
Yeah, Terra Nova Industries. They're doing something. I don't know what, but something's wrong.
Christine, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I think they're getting closer. I don't want to turn around.
There's nothing we can do.
What?
They own the police, Christine. Run. They'll be listening to this call right now. Just run.
When I buttered myself up and snuck into the Terra Nova research facility, I came out with this.
Thick? Let's do it. By Captain Sellars, I'm assuming that means astronaut Greg Sellars. We saw some footage of him on a mission in space, and they saw some weird stuff outside, and then that was supposedly the last they'd heard of Captain Sellars. Am I remembering that correctly? We appear to be on some kind of desert planet. All anyone can remember was a bright light outside of the ship. Me and Wade went exploring today, tried to find water and something that could generate a food source. I guess this journal/diary can come in handy to pass the time. Might use some of these pages to draw some stuff. It's really strange being so far from home, not even sure how far we are from home. Can't believe what I just went through. I heard a bump in the night. I was ready. I had it all planned. What I wasn't expecting was to see a man stood by the campfire. I almost shot him, but ... something about him ... caused me to lower the gun. He asked me to sit with him. After much hesitation, I joined him. He told me he was looking for someone. After I asked who, he said his son. He apologized to me, told me that I wasn't supposed to be here. He told me he could take me back to Chrissy, back to my kids. I've decided to take the offer. He could be telling the truth. He could be lying. The thing is, I don't care anymore. This may very well be my only chance of seeing them again. If it isn't, well, it's been a nice run. I survived here far longer than I ever thought I could. But I'm so tired. I need to rest. If anyone finds this book, I want you to know something. It's yours to keep. The rest of the pages are for your story. Mine is coming to an end, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you. Thank you for taking on the effort to find this. You are an impeccable, incredible, fabulous individual. I wish you the best.
Hello, Christine. How are we today?
Never mind me. What have you done with my kids?
They're fine, Christine. You have my word. We have someone to supervise them while you're gone.
Not my sister Abby, then?
We feel it wouldn't be fair to put the strain on her while you're gone. We arranged for someone to take care of them.
And I'm supposed to, what, take your word? Because y'all got such a great track record of that.
Christine, I can assure you we don't want to keep you here. We want to come to an agreement. A mutually beneficial one, if you will.
Agreement? We didn't agree for you to use Greg like some kind of fucking lab rat.
We're trying to be reasonable with you, Christine. Please don't make this more difficult.
I want to see him now. I know he's alive, so why aren't you letting me? We're both in this same... whatever the hell this is, right? So take me to Greg. Take me to my husband. Right now.
Guards, take Miss Sellars back to her room until she learns that we don't piss on hospitality here at Terra Nova.
Welcome to Terra Nova, making a better you. All visitors must check in with the security office before entry. Failure to do so will result in debarkation from this plane of reality. Have a nice day. The cafeteria lunch special is lasagna.
Hello, Greg. How are we today? Is the headache still giving you trouble? When did it start, exactly?
Where am I?
You're at Terra Nova Industries.
You know what I mean. What is this place? Why aren't you letting me leave?
You can leave once you answer the questions, Mr. Sellars.
You're not the police.
We had some technology failure take place in the last episode you filmed for Project Earth. We're asking you questions to check
What
on...
kind of technology failure?
We are asking questions to check on your well-being.
And what if I'm not well?
Answer the questions, Mr. Sellars. State your name and occupation.
Greg Sellars, performing arts teacher at Roselake County High School. And scene. Greg Marvin Sellars, former President of the United States and the galaxy.
Can you tell us how you got here?
Well, I was flying home with my wife, Chrissy. I was visiting my boy. I hadn't seen him or her in a while. Before I knew it, this bright light just came out of nowhere, man. Know what I mean? Okay? Obviously, these days, nothing scares me as much as it used to, but it still caught me off guard, like Davy Jones's final journey out to sea.
I had to reassure Christine because she was rather worried. Weren't you, Christine?
Yeah, I was terrified.
Before I could do anything, I was sucked through it and wound up here. Whoa! Yay! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Meet Greg Sellars, a trapped, scared, dangerous man, locked in a facility unbeknownst to the general public.
You hear that? That's what I'm talking about. They're everywhere.
In the last episode, we discovered a reality where Greg became an astronaut, but disappeared under mysterious circumstances. However, in this reality...
We're going to talk about the multiverse. Hi, I'm Greg. But not the Greg you're used to. Your Greg is apparently locked up somewhere. Do you remember Earth 3.0, the one where Greg was the President of the United States? Well, I'm a reality branched off from that reality. So I guess you could say I'm from Earth 3.5. I lost my father in that car accident, became a wonder kid. Instead of taking on politics, I became more fascinated with science. I became the first person in my reality to discover the ability to travel through the multiverse. I came across your multiverse and realized you were doing something far more dangerous. Terra Nova is not finding these realities. They are creating them, shaping them any way you want just for your entertainment. They killed my father. There was no car accident. They caused it. There was no movie producer that night at the cinema that led to me, Greg, becoming a famous movie maker. Don't you think it's a tad bit coincidental how these worlds are formed? Terra Nova is shaping this, causing this, pulling the strings and making us Gregs their goddamn puppets. And the biggest problem is they are using this technology carelessly. Carelessly. The entire multiverse is collapsing in on itself because they aren't using it correctly.
Attention Terra Nova employees. Please evacuate the premises immediately. This is a level 5 alert. This is not a drill.
Let me out! Something's wrong with my mind.
Keep it down out there!
They didn't make this technology. They got it from somewhere. And it has to end now. We cannot afford for it to go on any minute longer. The entire multiverse is at stake. And Greg is a part of this, whether he likes it or not. They have gotten inside his head and turned his brain to mush. Just like the rest of reality. Terra Nova needs to be stopped before it's too late.
Let me out! Please, let me out!
Hello? Fuck! Got to get it together, Greg. Get it together, Greg. You got this, Greg. You got this. Come on. Fuck. What the fuck? No.
Hey. You okay? What are you?
Greg Sellars, an ordinary, average, boring.
Please stop! I don't know what's going on. I just want to go home.
Tom? What? I'm trying to protect my voice here, dude.
15 seconds till we're live.
Hey, hope you don't mind. I'm gonna take the raining cow story tonight. The internet is in an absolute frenzy. They can't stop talking about it. And just between you and me, I heard it might be aliens.
Tom, you gotta help me, okay? I'm stuck in some kind of black void, okay? I don't know how to get out. You gotta listen to me.
Watch my ear!
Tom, please!
Stop it! Stop it!
Greg? Greg, is that you?
Chrissy? Oh, baby. I missed you so damn much. I never want to leave you.
And I love you too.
Are you alright? What are you doing in my house?
Just when you think the world couldn't get any stranger, reports coming in all over Roselake County of cows falling from the sky. Some of the strangest things we've ever seen are going viral all over the social medias of the world today. Wildlife expert Simon Knight's on the scene of the crime and where it all took place.
Greg Sellars, a boring, pathetic, useless man.
Greg, is that you?
Ordinary, average.
Boring.
Ordinary.
Alright, that's enough of that. Stay calm. Breathe. You're not dying. Your brain is just collapsing in on itself, that's all. You wanna know why? Because you're messing around with stuff you shouldn't be.
Barbecue for life! Freaking go!
Okay, well, a lot of people think I'm pretty famous.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie. This over here is some stupendous fuck up. I'm almost impressed.
It wasn't me. It was Terra Nova.
You think I give a shit? The multiverse is collapsing in on itself. All roads lead to specifically you. You're as much to blame for this right now.
Yeah.
Buddy. Stay with me. It's gonna be fine. I can fix this.
Is my wife okay? My kids, are my kids okay?
I don't know. You're the one who managed to fall out of your timeline. I don't know which reality is yours. I only found you because of all the noise you're making while you're destroying everything. With this. That's you and me right there. Outside of everything. Look, your wife could be alive. She could be dead. She could be alive and dead. Who knows? Who's to say? I just need to fix this.
Are you like a space police or like a time agent or something?
No. Well, let me just say, without blowing your mind, I'm partially responsible for this. So while I am trying to clean up your mess, I'm also trying to clean up my own. All before my people find out.
There's more of you?
Oh yeah, and let me just say, I hope you never meet them, because they ain't as friendly as me. Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna come with me. You're gonna tell me everything you did. Everything this Terra Nova did. All of it. If you want me to fix this. Yes? Yes? You got this. Knock it off.
you got here.
Well, I sound exactly like you. This is fucking weird. Sorry. It's like we're doing the exact same voice.
I'm Greg Sellars. Woo! My life sucks.
That's all you got?
Boring, ordinary.
Okay.
Dude, I feel bad kind of being here.
I'm never coming to your second wedding. Well, we discovered aliens exist in the last one, so I could have made a lot of better choices.
What? Aliens?
Mhm.
Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, if only you watched. That's what I should have said. Only if you watched them. Greg's here. Greg, all the Gregs. Come help me, Gregs! Come help me! Come on, Clown Greg!
Did you hear that? I think it said hello.
What's the name of our show again?
Ghost Explorers.
Ghost Explorers.
There, come on.
Man, your hair is great. What the fuck world is
I
this?
know, it's Aquafina.
Think of a happy spot. Happy spot. Happy spot. 3, 2, 1.
And we are settled.
Action.